Step into the unknown with the shadow frequency and your host, Matt Wilson, as he takes you where the shadows hum.
Oh, come on, you stupid thing. Let's see, what have we got in here tonight? Oh, wow, Matt, you won't believe this one. There's a weird little triangular doohickey in here with a big shiny red button right on top.
Uh-oh, you know when there's a giant red button, it's never just decorative. Are you sure you want to press that, Juniper?
Oh, come on, what's the worst that could happen? Let's find out.
Self-destruct sequence initiated. Imminent catastrophic explosion in 10.
Whoa, that
9,
sounds suspiciously like a countdown.
8,
I knew we should have labeled that drawer better.
7,
Quick, find the off switch before the whole
6,
studio thinks we're about to launch into
5,
orbit.
Hang on.
4.
Ah, here's a big label that
3,
says, in case of accidental
2,
self-destruct, pull this lever.
1.
Whew, crisis averted. And there you have it, folks, just another night in the Shadow Frequency studio. Tonight's episode is about to get started, just as soon as we make sure we're not sitting on any more mystery buttons. Let's dive in.
You're listening to the Shadow Frequency Podcast, where the strange, the mysterious, and the unexplained come alive. With your host, Matt Wilson, producer Juniper Ravenwood, and Chris Beach. Step into the shadows if you dare.
Welcome, listeners, to the Shadow Frequency, where the veil between the seen and unseen grows thin. Tonight, we're diving into a chilling phenomenon, subliminal programming in mass media. Hidden messages flickering just below your conscious mind, woven into the ads, music, and shows you consume every day. Are they shaping your thoughts, guiding your desires, or something far darker? Stay tuned as we unravel the eerie threads of this unseen influence. Matt, what's lurking in the shadows tonight?
Oh, Juniper, you got my skin crawling already. It's like someone's whispering in the static, and I'm not sure I want to hear what they're saying. Ready to dive into this one?
Born ready, Matt. Take us into the void.
Thanks, Juniper, for digging into that dusty file cabinet of the strange and uncanny to pull out tonight's case. We almost blew ourselves up. Let's crack open the file on subliminal programming in mass media, a topic that feels like it's been watching us as long as we've been watching it. Picture this, it's 1957, and a marketing researcher named James Vickery claims he's cracked the code to control minds. He says he flashed messages like drink Coca-Cola and eat popcorn on a movie theater screen too fast for the audience to notice. Sales spiked, or so he claimed, and the world went wild with fear. The idea that invisible whispers could slip into your brain, bypassing your will, felt like something out of a nightmare. But that was just the beginning. Fast forward to the present, and the shadows have only grown longer. Subliminal messages aren't just flickering words on a screen anymore. They're buried in the pulsing beats of music, the fleeting frames of TV ads, an endless scroll of social media. A single frame in a commercial, gone in a blink, might show a grinning face that doesn't belong. A reverse track in a pop song could murmur words that chill your blood. Some say these messages are deliberate, crafted by shadowy figures, corporations, governments, or something far less human to bend your mind to their will. Let's go deeper. In the 1980s, a wave of panic swept through America. Heavy metal bands were accused of hiding satanic messages in their music, audible only when played backward. Parents swore their kids were being corrupted, driven to rebellion or worse by these demonic whispers. One infamous case involved a band whose song, when reversed, seemed to chant, "Serve the Dark One." Listeners reported feeling uneasy, even possessed after hearing it. Was it just suggestion? Or were these sounds unlocking something primal? Something wrong? I do have to say, I've listened to a lot of heavy metal music in my day and never felt that way. Then there's television. In the early 2000s, a late-night ad for a fast food chain was pulled after viewers reported seeing a skeletal figure flash across the screen for a fraction of a second. Those who caught it described an overwhelming sense of dread, like something was watching them from the other side of the glass. The company claimed it was a technical glitch, but the whispers persisted. Was it a test, a ritual, a doorway to something else? And don't get me started on social media algorithms. They know what you like, what you fear, what keeps you scrolling at 3 a.m. Some say the ads you see aren't random. They're tailored to your deepest impulses, triggered by subliminal cues you'll never consciously catch. A flicker of red here, a distorted voice there, and suddenly you're buying things you don't need or thinking thoughts that don't feel like your own. The creepiest part? These messages might not just be about selling soda or sneakers. Some claim they're designed to control entire populations, to plant ideas that spread like a virus. Imagine a world where your dreams aren't yours, where your choices are guided by a hand you can't see. That's the shadow frequency we're tuning into tonight, and it's humming with secrets. It's like the airways are alive, Juniper, whispering things we're not meant to hear. What do you make of all this?
Matt, I'm already double-checking every ad I say tonight. This is creeping me out. What's next?
Let's take a quick break, then dive even deeper. Juniper, over to you.
Wow, listeners, if that didn't make you question every screen in your house, I don't know what will. Are we being programmed right now? I'm side-eyeing my TV as we speak. Coming up, Matt's digging into even stranger corners of the subliminal mystery. Stick around for more chills. I bet you're all wondering what's hiding in your favorite shows or songs. Let's take a moment to hear from our friend Chris Beach with a quick promo, then we'll dive into the mailbag. Chris?
Thanks, Juniper. And hey, don't forget, if you're enjoying the show, give us a like and subscribe. You can follow the Shadow Frequency on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and of course, all the major podcast directories. Want more? Head over to shadowfrequencypodcast.com, where you'll find every episode, our brand new Shadow blog with companion articles, and our merch store with some eerie cool swag. Plus, we'd love to hear from you. Leave us a voicemail right on the site and let us know where you're listening from. We might feature your message in an upcoming episode. And if you'd like to support the show, you can even buy us a coffee. Every bit helps keep the shadows whispering. Back to you, Juniper.
Thanks, Chris. All right, time to crank up the spectro-cosmic message materializer. Flipping the switches now. Ooh, something's crackling in the ether. Here's a peculiar note drifting through the static. No, right, let's tear it open and see what our listener has to say. This one's from Sarah in Idaho. It says, "Hi, Matt and Juniper. I just wanted to let you know how much I enjoy the shadow frequency. I live up here in northern Idaho, surrounded by mountains and pine forest, and your podcast keeps me company on those quiet late-night drives back from work. I always pull up the show on Spotify, and it makes those long, winding roads feel like a little less lonely, though sometimes the spooky stories make me check the rearview mirror more than once. Thanks for all the eerie fun that you bring to us out here. Keep up the great work, Sarah, Idaho." Now that is awesome. Sarah, thank you for writing in. I love that picture of her listening on those pine-lined Idaho roads with Spotify keeping her company. Though honestly, Matt, I have to wonder if she's checking that rearview mirror more than once. Maybe it's not just the stories making her uneasy. Maybe something really is back there in the dark. Want to share your own creepy experience? Drop us a line at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. All right, Matt, take us back into the shadow.
Thanks, Juniper, and a big thanks to Sarah for that awesome note. Let's tune back into the shadow frequency and dig deeper into the eerie world of subliminal programming. We left off with the idea that hidden messages might be more than just marketing tricks. Some believe they're part of a larger, almost supernatural agenda. Take the case of a 1990s music video that became infamous among conspiracy circles. Fans noticed that when slowed down, certain frames revealed symbols, pentagrams, eyes, strange glyphs that didn't appear in the normal flow. Viewers reported nightmares after watching, some claiming they felt changed, like something had taken root in their minds. The director brushed it off as artistic flair, but the whispers grew louder. Was this a deliberate attempt to open a door to something otherworldly? Then there's the phenomenon of predictive programming. Some say media plants ideas to prepare us for future events, making us accept things we'd otherwise resist. Think of movies from decades ago that eerily mirror today's world. Pandemics, surveillance states, or even stranger shifts. Are these just coincidences, or are we being conditioned, our subconscious primed by signals we can't quite grasp? Now let's pause for a moment of skepticism. Not everyone buys into this. Skeptics argue that subliminal messages, if they exist, might not even work. Studies from the 1990s showed mixed results. Some found no measurable effect on behavior, suggesting our brains might filter out these hidden signals. Maybe we're just seeing patterns where there are none, our minds desperate to make sense of the chaos. But even that doubt leaves a lingering chill. If these messages don't work, why do they keep showing up? Let's go darker still. There's a theory that subliminal programming isn't always human in origin. Some fringe researchers claim certain signals, especially in modern streaming platforms, carry frequencies that resonate with something beyond our reality. They point to cases where viewers of certain ads or shows report shared hallucinations, shadowy figures, distorted voices, or a sense of being watched. One disturbing account from 2023 described a streaming service glitch that looped a single frame for hours, showing what looked like a void with eyes staring back. Those who saw it couldn't sleep for days, haunted by the feeling that something had noticed them. As we scroll, watch, and listen, are we opening ourselves to influences we can't comprehend? Are these messages just clever tricks, or are they keys to something older, something that's been waiting for us to tune in? The shadow frequency is humming, and it's not ready to let us go. Juniper, I'm not sure I'll ever look at my screen the same way again. What's got you spooked?
Man, I'm half tempted to unplug everything and live in a cave. But seriously, that skeptic bit makes me wonder, are we just paranoid, or is something really out there?
That's the question, isn't it? But like I've always said, why do you think they call it programming? All right, Juniper, close us out.
What a ride, listeners. Tonight, we peeled back the curtain on subliminal programming, and I'm not sure I like what we found. Are we being nudged by hidden hands, or is it all just static in our minds? Thanks for joining us on this eerie journey through the shadow frequency. If you got your own creepy stories or thoughts, send them to shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. And you can check us out at shadowfrequencypodcast.com and follow along on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Rumble for more strange cases. Join us next time as we tune back into the shadows. Want to say goodnight?
Good night, listeners. Keep one eye on the screen and the other on the shadows.
Sweet dreams, or maybe not. Good night.
This episode was produced with a commitment to exploring the unexplained while grounding our discussion in documented discoveries. All interpretations are speculative and intended for entertainment purposes.